Hi everyone, this is Elise with White Picket Vintage and Decor, formerly Crafty Cat Designs, and I'm bringing you another vintage thrift store haul today. So I'm pretty excited about this. I finally got my workshop cleaned out, got the garage sale over and done with, and now I can start doing some videos and some other craft projects out here. So I'm going to get started with one thrift store haul. This actually was a combination of multiple visits, but there's so much stuff because that's what I've been doing over the last 3 weeks. I've gone to quite a few thrift stores, but what I did for this video is I pulled out the items that I think will work great for spring and Easter decor. So I put it all together and I'm bringing it all to you in one haul. So let's get started. The first item that I have here is just a tiny little bell. It came in a lot in a bag, and I'll show that to you as well, but I pulled this out because I just think it's adorable. This is from Avon, and it even has a date on it. I think it's 1984, and what I really love best about it is that the clapper in the bottom is a flower, so I just think that's the sweetest little thing. It's in good shape. It doesn't sell for much, maybe $5, but I was thrilled to get it out of the bag because it was so cute. Okay, and then speaking of the bag, let me go ahead and show you that right here. So this entire bag of items was only $3.99, and I bought it primarily because it had these in it. There's a whole set of these, and if you can see the letters on their little tummies, when they're all up, it spells out Happy Easter. I was worried that maybe they weren't all in there, but when I got it home, I was happy to find out they're all there. So I may do a little bit more distressing on these, maybe do something to make them look a little bit more vintagey. They're a little bit shiny, a little bit cheapy looking, but I think they're really cute. And when they're fixed up a little, I think they'd look great in a display. So I was pretty excited about that for only $4. And in that bag, there were a few other items. These little crystal style eggs, just little plastic eggs, not very exciting. And oh, this is a cute little vintage looking ornament. I don't know if it actually is or not, but it's very cute. That was in there. And let's see, this guy and an egg. So, you know, not that great, but he's kind of cute, and he'll look nice in a display. Okay, so that's what came in the bag. Oh, actually, you know what? I made a mistake. The bell was not a part of the bag. The bell I paid a $1 for separately. This is what was in the bag. Now, this isn't quite my style. It looks a little dated to me, but it's marked on the back. Let's see if you can read it. It says Eddie. So I looked this up, and it's oh dear, Eddie Thomas, maybe? I can't remember. But he designs for Cannon Falls. And I've sold a few Cannon Fall products in the past. He's not worth a lot, maybe $8 to $10. So I might put him on eBay and see what I can get from him. He's very lightweight. He shouldn't take much to ship. And I'm sure there are people out there that collect him. So he came in that bag. So I thought the bag was a great deal. I had a lot of fun with that. It's always nice to get those little treasure chests where you never know what you're going to find in it. Okay, and then here's something I think everyone's going to recognize. Ta-da! Yep, Ray Dunn. So I got this mug. It's got the pink inside and then the lettering on the outside, and it is marked Ray Dunn on the bottom. So I paid $1 for this. I was really shocked. This particular thrift store tends to be kind of high priced on their housewares, and most of the time when I find something really cool, they've marked it up. So I was kind of thrilled that I guess maybe they have different people doing this and not everybody knows what prices are supposed to be. But I paid 99 cents for it. And this is going to go on eBay. I think I'm going to sell it with shipping for around $25 on eBay. Okay, so I was pretty excited about that. Next, okay, this is a really cool item. This was not in the normal section where it belonged. It looked like somebody had picked it up and then decided that they didn't want it and just set it down someplace. So as I was near the checkout line, I saw these, and decided that I absolutely had to have them. There was no price on them. I was worried what they were going to tell me when I got up front, but luckily when I was checking out, she gave me a price of $2.99. So I was pretty excited about that. This isn't exactly Easter style, but I think it would fit beautifully into an Easter decor display. So wait till you see it. It's pretty special. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Baby wingtips. Aren't those the cutest things you've ever seen? So I just fell in love with them. And for $2.99, they had to come home with me. So these are made by an Italian manufacturer called Nanny. Let me see. No, that's not going to work. Okay, Nani of Italy. I could not find any information about this manufacturer or designer anywhere online. I suspect that these are probably a little boutique item or something, but probably quite expensive when they were new. I think that I will probably put them on eBay for around $30 to $40. Try to get them on there in advance of Easter so that someone who's dressing a little boy, they look like they're maybe 18 months to 2-year-old shoes, dressing the baby for Easter. We'll have plenty of time to get these in. But yes, I thought these were just absolutely amazing. They're all leather and they're in very good condition. They've got a little bit of marking on there. I'm gonna have to work on getting that cleaned up. But overall, very good shape and super cute. Okay, next is a pair of adorable little bunnies that I've nicknamed Chippy and BooBoo, and there's a reason for that. Okay, here they are, really cute, a lot of detail on them, but both of them have some condition issues. You can see he's got a little ding in his ear there, and BooBoo does too. So they've both got some problems. So what I plan on doing with these is I'm going to sand out this chip so that it's a little bit smoother. And then I'm just going to paint these, probably in a white chalk paint. And then I'll go over it with a little bit of maybe a dark wax or something to fill in the crevices and give it a little bit of dimension to it. But once that's done, I think they'll... All right, and the next item, okay, wait for it. This is this is a little crazy, but there's a reason for it. Ta-da! I know. What in the world is she thinking? Okay, but here's the deal. When you turn it around, look what we have. We have a vintage bunny. So even though this looks a little crazy, this is an vintage Easter blow molds. So these sell on eBay for around $10, so not a whole lot. I don't know if I'm going to sell it on eBay or not. I think shipping it is going to be a little bit of a problem. It doesn't weigh much, but it's going to be kind of large. I don't know if somebody's going to pay the extra shipping amount, but we'll see. I'll add it up and just see what we get on it. What has happened here, it looks like somebody wasn't satisfied with it just having this cute vintage bunny on it, and they put all this other stuff on here. So I've got to get rid of its little turquoise top knot, its little friends here. The glue is, I checked out the glue, and I think it's going to just peel right off of there. So I don't know. If you're really fond of these guys, let me know. I will mail these to you for free. You can have them. And then he even has a little tail, and the little tail is going to have to go too. So, but once all that's taken care of, and what we have is a vintage egg, I think it's going to be really cute, and it would look great in the display. Okay, so that's that. And then the next thing I have is some plates. Now, this is actually a set of these. I think there's 10 of them in here for $3.99. So these were a really good price. And I bought them because well, for one thing, I just cannot resist transferware. I absolutely love it. I love it in the green, the red, blue, mixed colors like Johnson Brothers. It doesn't matter to me. If it's transferware, I gravitate towards it. And then when I saw this adorable little clock, that was it. I was hooked. I had to have these. Now, these items do not have any marking, so it took me a little bit to figure out what these were. And this is a manufacturer that made a lot of this transferware in this green pattern. This has this, it kind of looks like a little bit of hardware here. And some of it has that, and some of it just has this cross hatching on it. And then the interior has a variety of kind of colonial style images. So I think these are probably from maybe the 50s, 60s, maybe as late as the 70s, when early American was a very, very popular decor style, because you saw a lot of colonial style reproductions and imagery and that sort of thing during that era. And I think that's probably what this came from. But these are a wonderful dessert size, and be great as a dessert plate, and also would be great as part of a display. Now I have, oh, this is something else I found. For $1.99, I got this cloche, and this is the perfect size to fit on this plate. So this would look great with a little Easter scene underneath that. Okay. And then this plate is also part of an Easter decor. It has this just wonderful turquoise fading into a bright green to yellow with this gold trim, and then there's more gold trim here, and then we have these wonderful soft pink roses. So this is a beautiful plate for an Easter display. You could either lay it flat with something on top of it, or in the background, or up on the wall. I paid, I think, $1.99 for this plate. Okay, and then this plate seems a little bit plain, but it's got nice detail around the edges. And the reason I bought this, I have an idea for the center of the plate. I want to add a transfer to the center of the plate. Now, I really prefer to practice first before I put something like this on video, because I've never done this before, but they only had one of these, so I don't have anything else to practice with. So we might just have to do this together and see what happens, but we'll be doing that in another video, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. And this was, oh, I think I already told you, $1.99 for that. Okay, and then this item is not strictly Easter related, but it's going to look great in a display. It's a little bench. So it's just a little child step stool, and it looks like a child was stepping on it. It is filthy. It even comes with a little bit of melted candy, which is pretty gross. So it's going to take me a while to get this cleaned up. This is good for displays because it allows you to, that's not helping. It allows you to put items on an upper level and the lower level and get a little bit of height to your display. Okay, so one more item that we have left, or actually we do have a couple items left, but we're switching gears. I also wanted to include, I went to the dollar store, Dollar Tree in particular. I found some great items there, and I wanted to go ahead and include them in this video because I wanted to bring you things that will help you decorate on a budget. Going to the thrift store is a lot of fun because you can find fantastic items at great prices that you can use to add to your decor, but there's other places and other ways that you can do that, and the dollar store is one of them. So I wanted to show you some things that I found there also. The first thing I found, and I just got these the other day, I was pretty excited about these, is these little miniature trellises. So I bought 2 of these. They're really cute. What I plan to do is to paint them white and either put, I'm thinking that hanging postcards or Easter cards off of here, images or maybe photographs, maybe with clothespins would be really cute, or maybe even hang some ornaments, some Easter ornaments. Now, I am also thinking that I could make a base for it, a piece of wood with a couple of holes drilled in it would be really easy to do. And then you can decorate the base of it with some Easter grass or some moss, and then put your display items. Chippy and BooBoo would look awfully cute right in front of this, wouldn't they? So you could make a base for it, or you could hang it on a wall. Either way, it would be really, really cute. Okay, and then I actually bought these items about a month ago, maybe longer. They still have them at the Dollar Tree now. I went ahead and bought them when I saw them because my particular Dollar Tree sells out of things really quick. I can't tell you how many times I've seen great tutorials online. I've been so excited. I run down to Dollar Tree. They don't even have the items in the tutorial. They sold out a long time ago, and they don't put it back in, maybe for a year, maybe never at my particular store. So I can't do these things. So when I saw these, I went ahead and grabbed them. Now, a month later, these items are still there, but with spring right around the corner now, they could sell out quick. So if you like these, you better get down there and get some. But I found these galvanized buckets that are a perfect size for putting kitchen utensils in on your countertop, or obviously using them as a plant or storing other kinds of items in them. Now, my plan for them is to do something to them that'll age the tin a little bit, or I guess it's a galvanized steel a little bit. I've read that vinegar is supposed to do that, so I'm going to give it a try. Now, once again, I prefer to try this out before I put this on a video, but you know, I may just throw caution to the wind, and maybe we'll just try this out together and see what happens. So I have this, and I have this longer one. This would be great for an herb garden, planting 3 different items in it. Again, it would be great for storing things in the kitchen. You could put your dish towels, mitts, things like that in it. And then also, this isn't very exciting, but I did want to show you that you can get this kind of thing at the dollar store. You don't have to pay full price for a whole bag of this stuff. What I really like to do when I want to try out something new or give it a shot, I don't want to go out and spend a lot of money on expensive items. So I wouldn't necessarily want to go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and spend $5 on this and have the rest of it just sit around and not get used. But for $1, I don't mind it. I can use all of this in one project and I'm done. So I just wanted to let you know that you can also get this kind of thing at the dollar store. Okay, I have one more item, and this is kind of a combo between the thrift store and the Dollar Tree. So the item that these flowers are in came from the thrift store, but the items in them came from Dollar Tree. Well, mostly came from Dollar Tree, but not all of them. But this is an enamel bucket, or well, actually it's a cooking pot. You can see the handles on the side. And the lid, I have a lid for it. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me get that. I'll show that to you as well. So, came with a nice lid. Now, when I first picked it up, I was a little confused about whether it was a new item or a vintage item. I am now on the side of it being vintage. I'll see if I can show you, but there's some wear on the edge that actually looks like it's, you know, has some grooves cut into it. So I don't think that would happen with a newer item. But so this is a vintage item. So there is some chipping to the enamel, but that doesn't bother me at all. I am really, really fond of enamel ware. I can't pass it up whenever I see it. I actually have a small collection starting, so I hope to find more of it. This item, I think I paid $5.99 for it. It's a little more than I usually like to pay at the thrift store, but for something that I really, really love to collect, like enamelware, it was worth it. So now all of these flowers are in here. This is not how this is gonna stay. They're just in here to keep them out of my way, basically for storage. So right now I'm kind of just got it all crammed in here. But a lot of these I ordered online, but some of them came from the dollar store. These came from the dollar store. These are from the dollar store. This dollar store. These little, I don't know if you can see them very well. Well, let me turn it this way. These little puff balls came from the dollar store. There's even some, yeah, there's some, these were dollar store. Oh, the little cattails. I've got them in several different colors. Even these little pink ones over here. So all of that came from the dollar store. They had some really great stuff that I'm excited about making some displays with, or using. I'll probably use some of it in photography with items that I'm posting online, and some of it will become part of my decor, part of the display, or maybe even in items that I sell in a booth, which is something that I am right now researching my area to find out where the best place to get a booth is. So that's my thrift store haul for Easter. I will have at least 2 more thrift store hauls to bring you. Like I said, there were a lot of different items, and I have one that's going to be larger items. I have some lamps and things, and then I have one more that's it's kind of a mixture of items. It has a lot of things that I'm going to repaint in sort of a farmhouse style. So I'm pretty excited about some of the items that I bought, and I can't wait to share those. Now, if you also are interested, I'm going to be doing some craft videos where I make over some of these items. Now, this one I'm going to paint, and I'll show you how to make your own chalk paint. It's very simple, and there's a lot of tutorials out there already, but I'll show you what I do and how I take care of that. I'm also going to do a decoupage craft. Right now I'm staining some wood so that it'll be ready, and if you want to tune in for that, it's going to be decoupaging with paper napkins, also that I got at the dollar store, so you might be interested in that. And then I'm going to have a few others. Well, I'll also show you how these turn out, and then I'll also show you how once they're painted, what I do with them in a display and how that turned out. So maybe if that's something that you want to do in your home, that it gives you inspiration, you have some other wonderful items in your home that you can gather together, that you can make your own similar display. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative, and that you'll tune in for future videos. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and tune in for my next offering. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.